kuja tarehe 8 mwezi wa 8.
Ndio kwamba tupo hapa sana sana kuzungumzia habari za mwezi wa 8.
She doesn't remember most, but she just every time she calls, she tries to make a contact.
But you didn't call every time you saw him to police in August.
Lakini ulipiga simu kwa askari kila muda ulipomwona kwenye mwezi wa 8.
You called on on August 8th.
Uliita askari tarehe 8 mwezi wa 8.
For something that you had seen in the week prior.
Kwamba ulimwona kwenye wiki hiyo.
So you didn't call police when you actually saw him, correct?
So mwanao uliita askari tarehe 8 mwezi wa 8 baada tu ya kumwona.
Anaulizwa kwamba niita tarehe 8 mwezi wa 8 kwamba niita polisi ukawaambia kwamba yeye alikuwa kwa tarehe za nyuma. Sasa leo naita hujaita ile mida yani walikuwa.
And when you talked to police on the 8th, you weren't able to tell them what days you saw him, correct?
Baada ya kuwaita askari tarehe 8 tukuambia kwamba muda gani kuambia kwamba ni muda gani uliwaita.
Mimi nikimwona ninawaita. Siwaita tena nilimuona jana nikimwona hapo ninaita mara moja.
Ile kwamba wewe ukimwona tu unapiga simu au kusubiria kwa sababu yeye anapiga simu hapo akaambia kwamba wewe ulikuwa pale.
So she called right after every time she calls, she did right after she said.
But you didn't tell police you'd seen him on August 8th when you called.
Lakini hujaambia askari kwamba ulimuona tarehe 8 mwezi wa 8 baada.
Mimi sikumbuke matarehe, ndio matatizo mengi mimi nasawaka, yani nikimuona ninawapigia.
Naulizwa kwamba sababu hukuambia polisi yani kwamba umemuona kweli jibu.
So she doesn't remember the actual date, but she remember that she called the cops at the time. She said.
Yeah, hizo au siku zile yuko wewe uko sehemu. Yani yeye akiona kwa.
That apartment is on the 3rd floor of the building you live in, correct?
Building unaoishi kwa ndani ya 3 sio.
Ulizo kwamba ndio mnaishi kwamba kwa 3 sema
She said yes.
I believe it's all the questions I have for this witness.
Anamaanisha kwamba hayo ndio maswali uko nayo.
Redirect?
Yes, Your Honor.
She said, why are we only talking about August?
Yeah, and I'm going to object. She's not been asked a question.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Objections noted.
Anita, can you remember off the top of your head every single date you've ever seen him near your place?
Anakuuliza kama unakumbuka chochote unachokumbuka kwamba wote uliomwona kwenye mahali unapoishi.
Yani nikimuona pesa inapanda juu ya hongo kutokana na maneno yenyewe anaongea.
Anaulizwa kama yani wewe unamuona au kama mara ngapi hizo sehemu unakuwaje?
So she don't remember, but every time she says something, she just gets scared. So,
Asema kwamba yeye hakumbuki hizo masiku wewe unaenda lakini akikuona tu kwa macho anaogopa, anaoga.
I understand your fear. Is the reason you can't remember because he has essentially been living at this friend's apartment?
Kuna sababu huwezi kukumbuka kwamba muda gani alikuwa anaishi hapo kwa rafiki yake.
Yes, siwezi kumbuka muda ya mwisho yenye nakumbuka tu ni tarehe 12 na enda hii mwezi wa 10 ndio nakumbuka, lakini na siku zote sikumbuke, yani mimi nilikutana na matatizo mengi.
Yani naelewa kwamba wewe unaogopa kwa sababu inakutisha kwamba yani wewe usikumbuke ama tarehe ule unaona.
I apologize, I'm having a hard time knowing when to jump into its interpretation. I'm going to object to the question as a leading question.
Objection sustained.
Hapa nasema hizo swali kuonyesha kwamba ni njia zilipenda katika wakasema sawa.
Na sema kwamba maswali inabidi ya kwa sababu ya swali ya
I'm sorry, what's happening?
Let me ask a question.
Oh.
How has Mr. Bizimana living at this friend's apartment made you feel?
So I object there. There's been no testimony that he has been living at this friend's apartment.
Your Honor, there has been testimony that he's been living at this friend's apartment. It was on direct examination.
That living has been mentioned by Mr. Markarian, not by her. She used the phrase staying, or I'm sorry, not staying, that's Mr. Markarian's phrasing, going to friends.
To be clear, Your Honor, she said on direct examination, in fact, she's the one that brought up this friend's apartment and the fact that he was staying. Those aren't my words.
I recall testimony about her friend staying or him staying at the friend's house, whether or not that constitutes a living. I'll allow you to flesh out further.
Yes, Your Honor, I can rephrase to staying if the court would prefer, but I don't really think it's that big of a difference. So how has him staying at this friend's apartment made you feel?
Kwa yeye kwa kukaa pale karibu na jirani wako inakuwa inafanyaje?
Influencer. Banisa kasema tukaribiana. Vile metre 200 naona ni karibu na mimi hazitimii. Unaenda furahi na mna gani?
Naulizwa kwamba unajisikiaje yeye kwa kuishi kwa ile sehemu, sio kukaa kwamba ni chombo chake. Kwa kukuja pale ni akae muda kidogo, wewe unajisikia?
Yeah, she is scared of seeing him coming over because he's supposed to follow the rules of 2,000 feet, but he don't follow. So he always so she's scared.
Ndio, naogopa kwa sababu aliambiwa futi 2,000 asikizie sehemu naishi. Na yeye namuona hapo sehemu kwamba niko karibu sana.
Thank you. No further questions.
This witness can be excused. Or actually, I think I have a question. During any of these times where you allegedly saw Mr. Bizimana, did he speak directly to you?
Sasa kwa huu muda uliomwona uliosema kwamba unamwona kila ukimwona je anaongea na wewe?
Ndio.
Yes, it does.
Naulizwa kwamba ile wewe unasema unamuona kwamba Mr. Bizimana anakuja mnaongea.
There's no question. There's no question.
Yeye ndio mimi nakatalaka.
There's, can you tell her that there's no question?
Yes.
What kinds of things did he say to you? Was it just hi, or was he speaking in detail?
Vitu gani anaongea, anakusalimia tu ama kuna vitu anaongea?
Vitu zenyewe zinaisha. Aliwahi kuwa nasema anataka arudie kwangu kununua. Nikasema hapana, mimi siwezi nikubali.
The charge talked to her just to get back with her, but she said.
Any further?
Anauliza kwamba ukuja wewe unasema kwamba anakuja kwa nataka kuongea. Alisema nini? Alikusalamia au aliongea maneno mengine? Sema kwamba sio salamu, kwamba naenda, kwamba na
Any redirect or cross based on my questions?
Just one question, Your Honor. At any point, did he make any threats to you?
Kuna muda wowote aliokutishia wewe kama mtu anayekuogopesha amesema kitu kinachokuogopesha?
sio kwamba anajaribu kisha kwamba wewe sio kwamba ukienda pale yake afanye vile unataka. Nasema ndio.
Say yes, many times.
What did he threaten you with?
Sema kitu kama kitu kilichokuogopesha.
Ananiambia nataka nimbakisha hapa Amerika, hataki niwe na maisha mazuri hapa Amerika, nataka siku zote niwe na maisha mabaya.
Sasa aliulizwa kwamba kitu gani yeye kufanya wewe unaogopa.
Say just you want to make sure her life. You don't want to see her living good because that's the only thing.
Wewe unatakia kuwa na maisha mazuri hapa.
No further questions. Thank you.
We do have a great question.
Sema anashika hapo na swali.
And again, Ms. Consolado, we're talking about a report you made in August of this year.
Tena tunaongea tena kuhusu tarehe ya mwezi wa 8.
You did not tell,
Naozungumza bado tunarudia kwa ule mwezi wa 8, hizo habari hizo hiyo.
you did not tell that police officer he had spoken with you, isn't that right?
Hujawaambia maaskari kwamba ameongea na wewe. Kwa nini?
Hujaambia serikali kwamba aliongea na wewe. Hiyo ni kweli?
Siawaambia. Hiyo kalezi pale.
Yeah, wanakuuliza wanakwambia kwamba siku hiyo ulipowaita hujawaambia kwamba.
Your Honor,
What was her response?
Because it was just a question again she was asking.
You only get to interpret the question, not answer it. What was her question?
Her question was like, did I tell her? Like I didn't tell her.
Repeat what she said?
I didn't tell her, like I didn't tell the police.
Okay, you can respond to if that was her question or her response.
so I suppose I'll re-ask the question.
Yes.
On August 8th, when you spoke to the police officer, you did not tell the officer that Mr. Bizimana had spoke with you, correct?
Kwa kwenye tarehe 8 ulipopigia maaskari hujawaambia kwamba umeongea na yeye ama yeye aliongea na wewe, si ndio?
Mimi sikuongea naye. Akitaka kuongea na mimi sipenda kile walisemaka kuna.
Ms. Consolado, this is a yes or no question.
Anakwambia tunauliza swali tu kwamba
Mimi sikuongea naye, nilipigia tu polisi.
no, she just called.
And when you spoke with that officer, you didn't say, I'm sorry,
Aliulizwa kwamba ni wewe kuambia kwamba wewe uliongea na sema pana hakusema.
and when you spoke with that officer on the 8th, you didn't tell him that Mr. Bizimana had threatened you, correct?
Na siku hiyo tarehe 8 ulipoongea nao maaskari ukawaambia kwamba Mr. Bizimana aliongea na
Kuna wakati hawasikia huenda vingine.
Ms. Consolado, that's also a yes or no question.
Nasema na hilo tena ni swali tu la kusema ndio ama hapana. Yes.
Anauliza hiyo siku umewaita kuambia kwamba Mungu kimuona mimi kama mtu yani kufanya mambo kuambia serikali kusema.
The only thing you told that officer about was spotting Mr. Bizimana standing outside your residence, correct?
Kitu ulichoambia kwamba wewe umemwona tu Mr. Bizimana amesimama mbele ya nyumba yako.
Ndio ndio mwambia uliopiga polisi kumwambia tu naona Mr. Bizimana anasimama upande wa kuko mbele ya nyumba yako. Sema ndio.
That's all the questions I have.
Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. To be clear, how many times did you tell the officer he was standing outside of your residence?
Kujua tu kwa hakika umewaambia maskari mara ngapi umemwona.
Was it more than once or just once?
Ni zaidi ya mara moja ama ni mara moja tu?
Kama wewe kwamba uko kwa kupiga kwa sababu unaona mara moja au mara moja.
More than once.
Thank you. No further
Sema ni
questions.
zaidi ya mara moja.
Thank you. The witness can be excused. Any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
Any from the defense?
Yeah, I'd be interested in calling Officer Washington, but my understanding is that officer is not here.
Wanataka kujiita kwamba
Is Officer Washington here?
I haven't checked the hallway, Your Honor. I wasn't asked to produce Officer Washington. I didn't intend to call him as a witness. There was no witness list submitted for this. Had Officer Washington been requested, I would have made sure he was here. I knew the victim was going to be here, and that's all the testimony I knew.
That's fine. You want me to adjourn for Officer Washington?
I'd like for first to address that. Officer Washington is an important witness in a case like this, especially when there's the possibility of impeachment, which is what is prompting my concern about that today. It's based on the testimony of the witness here. It would seem important for the officer who took this statement, especially when they're in meetings, a late report, for that officer to be here.
sema kwamba sana sana anazungumza kwamba ile serikali alifika pale aliandika ile anamhitaji atuje hapa. Yaani anahakikisha kwamba kwa sababu yeye ndiye aliandika hizo habari. Kwa napenda kuja hapa na mimi niulize maswali bila.
And I do think based on the testimony of the witness here that Officer Washington's impressions and testimony regarding what the report they were given was and what they observed that day is at this point important.
Sema kwa sababu muhimu kwamba yeye alipigiwa atakuja pale atachukua hizo habari na yeye akaziweka hivyo tu. Hiyo ndio sababu nilikuwa napenda kuja hapa na mimi.
We can adjourn to have Officer Washington here. I don't mind, Your Honor.
I don't mind either. Thank you.
I still don't think it's necessary. The impeachments have been done on the record. You don't need the officer here to impeach a witness. We have the statement. The Sutter's made her soft impeachments. If she wanted to encourage it with the report itself, the full impeachment, we could have done.
Nasema kwamba mimi nitaipeleka tarehe nyingine kwamba mimi sina tatizo nayo, lakini tulishamwambia huyo na hiyo serikali hakuwa hapa. Sasa mimi sijui maana shauri yako bado anawatunga wanafuatilia.
You would like to adjourn, correct?
I think Officer Washington's testimony is important.
I'm just going to reset it to January 6th.
Nasema kwamba nitaipeleka kwamba mwezi wa sita, mwezi wa kwanza tarehe 6.
Officer Washington appeared January 6th, and that's because of the need for interpreter.
Sababu ya kupata mkalimaji ndio tulipeleka mwezi wa kwanza tarehe.
Also for the record, even based on the testimony today, I don't know that I have any allegations of any recent contact. We're now into November. I also believe based on the testimony that there's no threat of danger to the victim based on the allegations. So that's why I felt more comfortable setting it out. Her statements.
Habari zozote zinaonyesha kwamba huyu alikosea. Alisemekana yote ni habari za hazina ukweli, lakini bado tutarudia hiyo mpaka serikali hapo.
The statements that were made, which were also part of the request for a violation, indicated seeing the defendant who allegedly was staying or living in the area.
Sema kwamba pia hizo habari hapa zimeandikishwa ni habari kuhusiana kwamba mwenye kuarifu, yani aliandikishwa asipite pale, lakini hapa kuliongelewa mengine.
And the witness also testified today about some communication, but that haven't involved an attempt to try to rekindle the relationship.
Pia kwamba ni mwenye kuulizwa maswali pale alisema kwamba tuliongea na hiyo siku kwamba alikuwa anatoa hizo habari hakusema haya.
With that being said, I'll continue to that date. However, if I get another violation in between now and then, I'm revoking the bond.
Sema kwamba ni hizi habari kwamba saa hii nitasubiria mpaka hiyo tarehe 6, lakini nikipata habari nyingine kuhusiana hizi hapa zimeongelewa, ukirudia tena hiyo sehemu akikuona kwamba mimi navunja hiko kuacha wewe ukae nje.
Pending any hearing. Pending any hearing.
Kwa sababu hii saa hii tumekaa tunabakia.
Yes, Your Honor. Can I I'm going to make a motion regarding bond if I may, Your Honor.
Nasema kwamba nilikuwa napenda kwamba na mimi niongee habari kwamba kuhusiana hizi.
Given the testimony that was presented today, that being that Mr. Bizimana was staying at a friend's apartment directly next to the protected address that the victim had.
Sema kwa Mr. Bizimana kwa kukaa kwa ile address karibu na yule mtu aliambiwa usifike.
We also heard that she has moved to an undisclosed location at this point that we could provide to the court.
Sema pia aliondoka hapo akaenda sehemu nyingine iko karibu na hiyo chumba. Unaendana.
And given the questions raised about the reliability of the testimony, as well as other violations that were submitted to this court but the defendant was not arraigned on, I would request to be able to add Ms. Conis Lata's new address to the currently standing PA 53. And also for GPS tether with victim notification, if possible, to be added to Mr. Bizimana. Especially since we are not going to be here for another 2 months. Thank
you.
Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would object to the request made by the state here. Again, I've implied it during cross-examination, but there is some questions, as Mr. Marcarina stated, about the reliability of the witness's testimony. And I should be specific, Your Honor. I don't object to the adding of the updated address. I object to the GPS tether. There have been denied violations here because there's some concern about the credibility of accusations being made. And again, the commentary on the testimony of Mr. Bizimana living with friends. That implication was made by the state in a question and language followed up with by the testifying witness here. Mr. Bizimana is an indigent individual and a GPS tether would cause a financial hardship for him. And I don't believe that it is necessary to ensure that Mr. Bizimana stays away from the complaining witness here. Thank you, Your
Honor. As to the statement made about the PA 53 that the court's not arraigned. That would have been the September 3rd allegation. The report the court received indicated that Mr. Bizimana saw the victim and ran out of her sight. This is exactly what he should do if he sees her.
Sema kwamba ni hivyo ndio unatakikana ufanye, ukimwona muondoe.
And Your Honor, if I may, just to briefly point out, Ms. Consolata also testified that same thing today.
Nasema kwamba Samara pia alisema hivyo hivyo.
That's not correct, Your Honor, and it's not what's included in the report.
Sema kwamba hiyo sio kweli na hiyo haiko kwa ripoti.
The report dated August 8th, 2024
Ripoti imeandikwa mwezi wa 8 mwaka wa 2024
states that he runs away to go to his friend's apartment, not just that he sees her and runs away because he's being a good guy.
Sema kwamba ni hiyo sio kwamba ni amekimbia, yeye ni mtu mzuri, alikimbia akaingia kwa rafiki zake.
In addition, we had live testimony about threats he was making to her about wanting to control her life, and he is getting exactly what he wants.
Sema kwamba ni yeye kwamba tulisikia hapa anataka kumdhalilisha kwamba achukue maisha yake.
Again, the report is from September 3rd, not the 8th, and the report states that he ran out of her sight once he saw her, that she was taking her kids to the bus stop, and that she was unsure if the accused appeared within her sight on purpose or if it was an accident.
Sema kwamba ni hatuwezi jua
I'm
kwamba
not arraigning on that.
ndio alikuwa anasema kwamba yeye alipiga tu serikali, kwamba yeye hakujua kama alikujia au alikuja kwa sehemu nyingine.
She also testified about her being on a bus and him attempting to get on the bus she was on.
Sema kwamba na wewe ulijaribu kuingia kwamba ni yeye basi yani tayari alikuwa ndani na wewe ukaingia.
The defendant takes the bus. That's why he was late to court one day.
Sema ndio sababu kwamba ni alichelewa kwa basi, kwa alikuwa na mahakamani hapa, alichelewa aje chukue hiyo basi.
Lansing is pretty small. I don't know where they live in proximity to each other at this point.
Sema kwa muda sahihi sijui kwamba wewe unaishi wapi na yeye anaishi wapi. Lansing ni kidogo.
I do believe that based on the testimony and the information that he likely was at his friend's house, which is right next to where the victim lived.
Sema kwamba ndio naamini kwamba ni yeye alikuwa kwa wale rafiki zake, sehemu yeye alikuwa anaishi wa rafiki zake, yani hapo ni karibu.
Which would be a violation.
Ya hiyo ni kuvunja sheria.
But I don't believe
Lakini siamini
that there's a threat of harm to the victim.
Lakini siamini kwamba ni wewe ulienda pale kwa kumuumiza yeye, kumfanyia vibaya.
So when I said I was not concerned with resetting this immediately, is because of the threat of harm, not because I don't believe that there's been a violation.
Sema kwamba ni mimi vile nilisema wacha tupange hii mbele, kwamba ni kwa sababu sioni habari zozote za kuonyesha kwamba ni unataka kumuumiza.
And additionally, when I declined to arraign him on the last violation, I admonished him.
Sema kwamba ni sababu ile mimi niliacha ile ya mwezi wa 9, kwa sababu nikasema haiwezi, haiko huko, niliangalia
about the no contact order.
Kwamba niliangalia ile kwamba ni kwa kumpigia kusema hapo kwa kufuatilia.
It's been 60 days
Ilikuwa 60
since the last allegation was made.
Kwamba ni mpaka mwisho ile ya mwisho iliyoandikishwa.
I don't have any new allegations.
Sijapata habari zozote nyingine.
Why would I now impose GPS tether?
Sababu gani kwamba nikatae hizi hapa habari umesema leo?
Your Honor, I understand you didn't arraign on the new allegations, but again, I just want to make clear for the record, there were new allegations.
Nasema kwamba ndio ni ukweli hujachukulia hiyo, lakini kulikuwa mengine yani alifanya.
It's been 60 days
Kwenye katikati ya 60
without any allegations.
baada bila kuleta tatizo yoyote.
So now it's definitely not an issue that needs a tether, at least as it stands. If that motion was made September 3rd, that'd be different.
Nasema kwamba ni ingeletwa kwamba ni tarehe 13, kwamba mimi sasa sioni kwamba ni inatakikana kufungwa mtumo.
But time has since passed and there's been no violation brought forth to this court.
Nasema kwa vile muda ulipita na hakuna kitu chochote cha kuharibisha ililetwa hapa mahakamani.
So the motion to impose GPS tether is denied.
Kwamba ni kwa kusema mfunge mtuma, nimekatalia.
The no contact order will continue.
Kwamba ni kuwewe kwa kumfuatilia bado iko pale, usimfuatilie.
We'll update with the new address.
Na pia tutaweka address ile mpya alitoa hapa.
Where do you live?
Wewe unaishi wapi? It's close to Provo.
What's the address?
Uko nayo address yako?
Your Honor, if I may read it out what my client is.
Yes.
1100
Sema 1100
Dorchester Circle,
Dorchester Circle,
apartment 207.
kwamba apartment 207.
That is Lansing, Michigan,
Ni hapa Lansing, Michigan.
48910.
48910.
And Ms. Markarian, you have the address of the victim that's not within 2,000 feet, do you know, or you can, I guess, Google it.
I do have an updated address. I'd prefer to provide that confidentially.
Agreed, that's why I'm asking is if that address is within 2,000 feet.
Nauliza hebu angalia hiyo address na hii address hapa kama iko kwa ile mikataba uliingia 2000 futi, yani kama iko karibu na hiyo. Nataka angalia.
One moment, Your Honor.
No problem.
Your Honor, they're just under 4 miles apart from each other.
I don't think you have the new address yet.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. I was going from the Beauchardon address.
Sorry.
This is the Dorchester address, Your Honor.
110.
Here's it's a few miles away.
Oh.
Should be more than 2,000 feet.
Okay, sounds good. So 2,000 feet does not need to be adjusted. We'll keep it within 2,000 feet. And
Kwamba nipataje hiyo futi 2000, sikambii hiyo sehemu.
Mr. Mizimana, you're not to have contact directly or indirectly
Sema utakikane umfuatilie yeye hivi au kwa upande
with Ms. Consolata.
na Miss Consolata usifuatilie,
You can't have anybody send a message for you.
na huwezi mpa mtu simu yako au simu nyingine umwambie mtusi ukane yeye.
You understand that?
Umeelewa hiyo? Yes, I understand.
Okay. And you're not to be close to her house, not within 2,000 feet of wherever she is.
Usiende karibu na yeye kwamba futi 2000 huku na huku. Yes, I understand.
Okay. Any additional matters for today's work?
Habari nyingine zinataka kuongezewa ni wao.
Nothing from the field.
Hawana kitu chochote serikali.
Nothing further.
You're all set.
Na mwanasheria wako hana kitu chochote. Umemaliza. Tarehe hapo unatakana ukarudi. Kwanza, mwezi wa kwanza tarehe 6. Amini kamili unatakana.
Mr. Yang. Sorry? You logged off. That was good.
The interpreter's trying to clarify that he's free to leave.
Yep, you're free to go. Thank you. Oh, you messaged him? Okay, good. Are we resetting? Are these two co-defendants at all? Riley? Were they co-defendants? Riley. Who? Shayana Riley? I don't know. Mr. Williams?
Mr. Williams.
Be represented by Ms. Donnelly?
Yes,
Ms. Donnelly is on Zoom.
yeah, I was supposed to do the same, but I didn't.
Ms. Donnelly, did you need to speak to him?
No, Your Honor, I don't.
Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Aisa Jawan Williams 23-02992, counsel appearance.
Morning, Your Honor. Case Mark Arian appearing on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Asa Williams, who is appearing in person.
Today was the date up for pretrial. This is for an attempted assault. How we proceed?
Your Honor, at this time, I have not received an offer from the prosecutor, but if he wants to put it on the record, we were intending to set this for a final pretrial, and if there is an offer, Asa will consider it in the meantime.
This is an attempted resisting obstructing opposed, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. It was already reduced from a felony to that misdemeanor, so the offer would be to plead as charged with attempt resisting and obstructing, and I could add a Killebrew agreement to no upfront jail.
Are you requesting a final pretrial for the purposes of giving him time to consider the offer?
Your Honor, no, I would be setting it for a final pretrial and jury trial. That's what our intention is, unless Mr. Williams changes his mind at the time of the final pretrial.
Okay, I'll set it for final pretrial, but I don't require officer witnesses to appear for final pretrials. December 10th. December 10th at 8 a.m.
I got court on the 10th.
I'm sorry.
I got court on the 10th.
Okay, I really don't even think you need a final pretrial, to be honest with you. I guess I can leave that to Ms. Donnelly to decide if you need to continue to final pretrial, and you can hold that informally.
Okay.
Because I'm not actually making officer witnesses come. And then your jury trial date. Will be January 27th. January 27th at 8 a.m. And so you and your attorney will speak before December 10th, obviously, because you have a conflict with your other court date. And if you are intending to continue to trial, she can just email the court. We'll call that final pretrial date off. If you want to proceed with the plea, or then we can convert the jury trial date to that date, okay?
Yes,
To a plea, okay? Do you have any questions? Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing from the people.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You're all set.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll get you a notice to appear first. Okay.
Your Honor, Mr. Sison is here. He's pro per. It's
Okay.
going to be a dismissal.
People of the state of Michigan versus Zachary Session 24-02087. Appearance, please.
Morning, Your Honor. Case Mark Arian appearing on behalf of the people.
Session is representing himself. You said the people are ready to dismiss.
Yes, Your Honor. We've reset this matter a couple times just to allow him some time to get in compliance with the statute on the mini bike in question. He has now decided to sell the mini bike instead. He's provided me proof of that, so people are going to dismiss in the interest of justice.
Okay, motion to dismiss is granted. You're all set. Thank you. State of Michigan versus Cheyenne Riley 24-02540. Council appearance.
Morning, Your Honor. Case Mark Arian appearing on behalf of the people. Jacob Riley on behalf of Ms. Riley.
Today's the date and the time that was set for a pretrial and animal abandonment. Ms. Riley is present via Zoom. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, it should be a plea to one count of stray dog here. Do you need a plea sheet filled out for that?
One count of what?
Stray dog.
You have the back code for that.
Yeah, sorry, pull it up right now. Pack code is 287.262-B.
Penalty.
3 months and or not less than $10, not more than 100.
It's an error, not more than.
Not more than 100.
Less than.
It's less than $10.
Interesting.
$10 to $100 fine.
I suppose. Okay. And Ms. Riley, you want to accept the plea offer and plead guilty to a one count of stray dog?
Yes, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand. Thank you. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Okay, yeah, you do have the right in this matter to proceed to a trial. You have the right to have a jury trial. You are innocent until proven guilty. You have the right to require the prosecution prove your guilt by proving each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you want to give up those rights in order to accept the plea offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that means you were going to give up your right to question or cross-examine any other witnesses in court that the prosecution intends to call against you. It means you'll give up your right to call your own witnesses or present evidence that you believe show a defense to the charge being brought against you. You give up your right to remain silent at any trial and not have silence be used against you. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anybody threatening you to get you to give these rights up?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Has there been any threats made to you to get you to give these rights up and plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Any promises being made to you for you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. And are you pleading guilty because you believe you're guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
As to the amended charge of stray dog, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Factual basis, counsel.
Your Honor, Ms. Riley, is it true that as of January 31st, 2024, you owned a dog described as a pit bull terrier named Boogie?
Yes.
And is it true that on that date, January 31st, you lost control of that dog and it got out of your sight?
Yes.
Is it true that that dog was eventually found by a passerby and turned over to animal control?
Yes.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
No, Your Honor, people are satisfied with the factual basis.
The court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. I find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. The dog was surrendered.
Yes, Your Honor, she never got the dog back from animal control.
Not you. Off the record, I just need to get her from Mr.
Okay.
Mr. Williams just wanted clarification on December 10th because he's got another court date in Green County.
You need clarification on what, sir?
Yeah, I was just trying to see, did I have to appear for the 1 on 10 because I got court in?
No, you do not need to appear. Your attorney's gonna update
Okay.
the court
Oh,
prior to that date as to whether or not you want to accept the plea or not, okay?
okay, all right, thank you.
No problem.
That would be-
Let's see, William Russell is online, and then Bernard Greer, and then who's on the iPhone?
Marcel. Marcel
what's your-
Robinson.
Thank you. Okay, do you represent all of them, Mr. Rowley, or any of them?
No, I do not represent any.
Do you know where Ms. Sutter is?
She's on conference on that later.
I don't know if Mr. Yang is gonna end up popping back on Zoom or not, but he did email me in advance.
I think we reset it
Yeah,
already.
he has a conflict too.
I think I already addressed it. What was the new date? It's an attorney conflict, right? They gotta get an attorney? Yeah. For next year. November 26th. at 10.
Excuse me, Your Honor, this is Bernard Greer speaking.
Start your video, please. Yes,
Hello. I didn't miss court, did I?
you did not. We're waiting for your attorney.
Okay, good. Because I forgot to set my alarm and I just got off work like yesterday and I've been asleep all day. So I'm not trying to miss court.
Oh, he doesn't have an attorney. You were supposed to reapply. Let's see what happened. He was denied again?
I didn't.
Did you reapply for a public defender?
No, I have a friend that's a lawyer and he's been helping me. Ma'am?
Yes, give me just a moment. The prosecutor stepped out the courtroom.
Okay.
You know where Mr. Markarian went?
Okay. He's in the restroom.
Hear me? Ms. Riley, your fine is $100. When can you pay?
I don't get paid again until another 2 weeks. I just got paid on Friday.
I know that you'll pay before the end of the month. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Mr. Greer, on the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Bernard Greer, 24-02997. Counsel, can I have your appearance?
Good morning, Your Honor. Case Markarian appearing on behalf of the people.
Okay, Mr. Greer is present via Zoom. When we adjourned this before, he was going to attempt to appeal the denial of public defense counsel. However, he's indicated to the court that he has a friend who's an attorney that's, I believe, must be giving him some kind of guidance. And Mr. Greer, are you attempting to represent yourself, or what are you looking to do?
No, ma'am. I'm talking to my friend at the moment. I'm not good with this lawyer stuff, so I'm talking to a friend to help me through this, so I won't miss any court dates or miss anything at all.
Okay, well, it's not just about missing court dates. Today is a court date. We need to know how you're going to proceed. So is your friend going to represent you?
No, ma'am. He
Okay,
he
so
has work as well.
are you going to hire an attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, when do you intend to hire an attorney?
Hopefully next week. I get paid next week.
Yeah, I'll reset this to allow you time to hire your attorney.
Okay.
November 26th.
November 26th at 10:30.
November 26th at 10:30.
Yes. You have any questions at this time?
So when is all of this taken care of and stuff? Because I don't want this messing up my future, and I really want to continue focusing on my boxing career.
I'm sorry, we can't take care of it until you are prepared to take care of it. You said you were hiring an attorney. You've appeared today without an attorney.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's up to you when this will be resolved, because it could be resolved sooner if you had counsel, because then your counsel can get the discovery and meet with you about the discovery and help you formulate your defense or advise you as to how you're going to proceed. The other option is for you to appeal the denial of the public defender's office, and then they can represent you and assist you. And the third option is for you to represent yourself. But at this point, we've not even done anything because we're in a holding pattern while you figure out your representation.
Yes, ma'am. The thing is that this is all new to me, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm just not trying to screw up.
I completely understand that this is new to you. You're not an attorney, and I don't think that you should move hastily or without counsel. I think that you should definitely get you legal advice, whether it's through you hiring an attorney or you getting a court-appointed counsel, and that you are properly and fully advised before you make a decision as to how you move forward. So I think it's important that you're careful. However, I just want to make it clear that the delay is because you don't have attorney.
Okay. Hopefully next week or the week after that, I will have an attorney.
Okay, sounds good. So we'll see you at your next court date, and then we'll address that at the time, okay?
So November 26th at 10:26 a.m.
At 10:30.
10:30. Got it. All right. I'll be there.
Thank you. You're all set.
All right.
Thank you. We're Ms. Sutter, are you ready on Richardson, McDermott, and Russell?
And I don't believe I have a Richardson.
I'm sorry, Robinson, not Richardson.
Thank you, Your Honor. One moment for me to open the note on Mr. Robinson. I am ready to proceed on Mr. McDermott. And then I believe I might have to have a quick discussion with Mr. Markarian on Mr. Russell, and I can step back into the courtroom for that.
Okay, I'm bringing Mr. McDermott back from the breakout room now.
Thank you. And Your Honor, would it be possible to briefly be put in with Mr. Robinson?
Adam room 2.
Didn't see it.
Okay, Mr. McDermott's getting ready to get down and then with his lunch, we gotta free him so he can go eat. Let's see here. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Lamont McDermott 24-02156, council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Case for appearing on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Mr. McDermott, who joins us via Polycom.
Okay, today was the date set for a pre-trial on an assault and battery. How are we proceeding?
And at this time, there has been an offer conveyed. Mr. McDermott, if you could wave your hands or move so the light turns back on. You might need to stand up.
There you go.
An offer was conveyed by Mr. Carrion. I have reviewed that with Mr. McDermott as well as his other attorneys. At this time, we'd be asking for a final pre-trial set on this case.
December 10th at 8 a.m. December 10th at 8 a.m. Jury trial, January 27th at 8 a.m. January 27th at 8 a.m. for jury trial.
7th.
Yes. Let's see. He must be being held on something else because he has a PR bond on.
That's correct, Your Honor, and I actually would like to address that.
Yes.
Yes, you're correct, Your Honor. He is being held on another matter in the circuit court. I would be asking for that bond to be amended to a 10% bond so that he's not sitting on the time on the spot.
Our bond is amended to 510%.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. Do you have any questions today, sir?
I think really was looking for anything just matter all day. I'm not even want to take this song back to try.
Can you repeat what you said? Because I barely could make out what you were saying. You said you want to continue the trial?
I think I didn't want to take this matter to trial.
Oh, okay. Well, we're not necessarily doing that at this time. We're setting it for a final pretrial. That gives your attorney an opportunity to see if there is an actual victim interested in proceeding in this matter. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the people.
Nothing further.
You're all set, sir.
Okay.
Robinson,
Yeah, it's gonna be a dismissal.
the state of Michigan versus Marcel Robinson. This is in 24-02541. Appearance, please.
Morning, Your Honor. Case Markarian appearing on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Mr. Robinson, who joins us via Zoom.
Okay, this was a pre-trial for stray dog. You said that people are moving to dismiss.
Yes, Your Honor. Sorry. Receive proof of what appears to be a surrender of the dog to the Capital Area Humane Society, so the people would move to dismiss at this point.
Okay, I need a nollie on this one. Motion to dismiss is granted. You're all set, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Same to you. Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus William Russell, tab 24-01853 and 54. Our council appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Case Markarian appearing on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter appearing today on behalf of Mr. Russell, who joins us via Zoom.
Okay, Mr. Russell has two dog license vaccination matters. How are we proceeding?
Thank you, Your Honor. We're going to be seeking an additional adjournment for Mr. Russell if the court is willing. I recognize we have adjourned this before. Mr. Russell is indigent. He's trying to get the money together for the licenses. He was able to get the dogs vaccinated, which also cost him money. He's trying to get the money together to do this, and so we'd be asking for an adjournment for as long as the court is willing to give him to get that money together. Thank you.
She said he needs time to get a license.
Yes, he's trying to license the dogs. He's successfully gotten the vaccination, and now he's out of money again and trying to get that together.
It's 30 days. December 10th at 10. December 10th at 10 a.m. You have any questions for the court today, Mr. Russell?
No, I know you had Williams on there today too. Yeah, no, sorry, I don't.
Okay, we'll see you December 10th at 10.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
Thank you, you're all set. You too.